The Upbeat Atheist.
Upbeat Atheist here. Welcome back, friends. Ever hear anybody say, God is in control? Well, I wonder how that statement fares when you look at it in the light of climate change. If I recall, back in the book of Genesis, right there in the first chapter as a matter of fact, dominion over the earth, fowls of the air, fish of the sea, every living thing was given to mankind. And I don't think that was an admonition for us to ransack and deplete all the resources we have, but rather an admonition to be good stewards of what we've been given. And for the most part, I would say most believers of any faith are conscious that it's our responsibility to do that. But if you're willing to think that the sun actually stood still in the sky, then you might also be willing to think that we don't really have much control over what's going on here. You may be willing to discount some of the science that we have available to us. Take COVID vaccines, for instance, as one example of that. There are many. Here's another one that could come into the thinking process. How about hurricanes, earthquakes, floods, droughts? Some folks might consider those to be God's wrath manifested on us, due to sin, of course. And here's one more, and it's probably, in my estimation, the most important one. When it gets right down to it, the only way that we're going to be able to address the issues we have with our environment is through politicians. And follow my chain of thought here. The most evangelical states in our United States are also the ones who have, consequently, the highest infection rates of COVID, but they're also the ones who have the most senators and representatives who are the R word. I better not say it, but you know what I'm talking about. And historically, that party has been pro-business to the point that they're willing to make the bottom line more important than addressing protection of the environment. Now, they're not the only ones who can fall prey to the big donations of companies that want to have their way, pro-business companies. Any politician can. But I think ultimately it's up to them. So today's song is going to be about climate change. You hear people say, we're destroying the earth. Well, we're not going to destroy the earth. What we might do is make it so uninhabitable that humans don't make it through the climate change cycle, or we'll have a greatly diminished way of life and fewer people who will be able to inhabit the earth. But the earth will ultimately prevail. So today's song is a little reflection on that and some of the things that keep us from doing what we should when it comes to climate change. It's called Hot Water, and I hope you enjoy it.
There's a green versus greenbacks rift in the world today, over a 2-degree centigrade shift that's coming our way. The consequences will never be known while the cash machine owns the megaphone, and the lies coming out of those lips make the black and white gray.
Open our eyes too late, we will surely see.
out your view. We're never gonna find a way out of this fix if we leave it up to gods and politics. Planet Earth's destiny is up to me and you. Tick, tick, tock, tock, goes the temperature clock. If the hands don't stop, time runs out, and there'll be oceans swallowing the island chains, crops crying out for a drop of rain, wastelands in the wake of a hurricane. Nowhere to run, nothing to eat, refugees in the ransacked streets. It's coming to a boil. Can't you feel the heat? We're in hot water. Hot water. What will we leave to our children and generations to come? Will we look back and grieve, wistful and bewildered, when our days here are done?
The time is now to save what we've got. This magical place, this beautiful blue dot.
From oceans swallowing the island chains, crops crying out for a drop of rain, wastelands in the wake of a hurricane. Nowhere to run, nothing to eat, refugees in the ransacked streets. It's coming to a boil. Can't you feel the heat?